Hi, welcome back to Who Says, an online course in self-empowerment and creative identity. In this episode, we're going to talk to two local Whyalla-based artists. These artists both have very different creative practices. In their unique and creative ways, they both make outstanding work in and around the Whyalla community. First, we're going to speak to Sam. Sam is the company manager of Faces of Youth Arts, where he has been now for about 1 year.
I'm Sam. I'm an artist, illustrator, and the company manager of Faces here in Whyalla. That's interesting, because as a kid I didn't want to be an artist. That was my start dream job, but I wanted to be an inventor. So it started with like doodles and sketchbooks of planning how to build spaceships and all this sort of stuff with mates and coming up with whole imaginary worlds. And I think it kind of just fled from there, inventing worlds and stories and things you can delve into and escape, which was the whole thing that led me into art. And then illustration. It's kind of been a very long, odd journey of just saying yes to whatever comes up next and then trying to do it. Yeah, always like drawing, making pictures, and then it spiraled into my love of just making characters and fantasy worlds and illustrating, which then I studied art all through school and then went to uni to study illustration at UniSA. And I've dabbled in all sorts of different stuff, from doing paintings on bits of cardboard and doing workshops in kindergartens to graphic design for websites and all sorts of projects that pop up. Yeah, after saying yes to so many things, finding out what I'm good at and then what I like to do and what I want to do with it. So I was in some warehouse painting bits of cardboard and doing doodles for a week and realised there's a whole company here that does that sort of stuff all the time and makes cool projects, and was convinced to apply for the job. And then I ended up here, and now I'm running Faces, and it's really cool, and there's lots of different stuff they do. It's been really exciting seeing all the amazing creations ahead out of it and being able to feed back into giving kids the kind of opportunities I wish I had grown up more. Who says doodling in the corner of your notebook is not worthwhile? That's my job, I doodle.
I hope you all enjoyed seeing some of Sam's work and hearing his story. Unlike Sam, our next guest actually grew up here in Whyalla. Olivia is a painter and visual artist, and she is going to share her story.
I'm Olivia, and I was born in Whyalla, grew up here, and I think my journey to becoming an artist is kind of funny because I wanted to be an artist when I was a kid, and then I grew up thinking, oh, that's not a real job, I can't do that. I literally flipped a coin for uni, which course to do. I went to Adelaide and studied visual communication because I wanted to be an artist, but I thought being a designer would be a job that I could do. And while I was at uni, I inevitably chose all of the arts and painting and drawing subjects, and by the time I was in third year, I knew that I wanted to be a painter. So I moved back to Whyalla, which is a really unusual decision, but it gave me a lot of freedom, and I was able to work with Faces and do a bunch of community art projects, and a lot of people would give me a big chance and a responsibility to do things that I wouldn't otherwise have been able to do. So that's been really good. And what I do in my day-to-day life is I sit in my studio and paint a lot. I do some community arts projects, and I do a lot of commission work and all kinds of other projects, and essentially just gauging if it's interesting or if it will fit into my practice. And I do a little bit of public art as well now too. Yeah, the public artworks that I've done, just starting out, so it's new and scary and tricky, but it's really fun, is they're painting at the Air Hotel on the building in the car park, the cuttlefish, and at the library. If you go around to the back of the library, there's a huge mural around there that I did with some artists from Africa that were here with Sana Inc. And they were amazing, so I did a small collaboration in that mural as well. Who says there aren't aliens in Whyalla?
You've reached the end of this episode, which means I have a challenge for you. What I want to know is, what is your creative outlet? I want you to share something with the group, whether it's a piece of art or a story that you've written. Remember, art can mean different things to different people, but whatever your thing is, let us see. Post it in the Facebook group and tell us a little bit about your work. I'll see you next episode. Bye.